Welcome back to our monthly Games Spotlight. With 2024 already at full steam, we look ahead to see what interesting and downright fun games studios have in store for us. Let's jump into the April Spotlight. Grounded. Published by Xbox Game Studios, this survival action-adventure game initially launched in early access in July 2020 before its full release in September 2022. Now scheduled for release on the Switch, PS4 and PS5 on April 16th, it offers players the unique experience of shrinking to the size of an ant and surviving in a backyard environment. Players must manage their character's food and water intake to avoid starvation and dehydration, all while navigating a world teeming with various insects and bugs. Childhood dream or nightmare? You decide. As players progress, they'll explore new areas and face increasingly challenging enemies and environments. Gathering resources is essential for the construction of bases, as well as crafting tools and weapons for defense against aggressive critters and crawlers, especially during nighttime encounters. The game features both solo and 4-player co-op multiplayer modes, offering fantastic social gameplay. Stellar Blade. Set to launch on April 26th, this title, published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, offers players a third-person perspective. Combat revolves around mastering enemy attack patterns and executing well-timed counters. The protagonist, Eve, accumulates the beta gauge by parrying and evading, which is then spent on various skills like piercing super armor and interrupting enemy combos. Additionally, Eve builds up a burst gauge through consecutive successful parries and combos to unleash buffs and powerful attacks. Making use of the haptic feedback on the PS5 controller, players receive sensory cues about enemy attacks and weapon accuracy. Environmental traversal includes wall scaling and rope swinging, with opportunities to discover extra cosmetic items. Throughout the world, NPCs offer side quests, while supply camp checkpoints provide health restoration and item retrieval, albeit respawning nearby enemies. The narrative unfolds as humanity, ousted from Earth by alien invaders known as Naytiba, seek to reclaim their homeland. Led by Eve and her squad, ultimately finding survivors and establishing alliances in the struggle for Earth's salvation. Another Crab's Treasure. Releasing on Nintendo on April 25th, this Souls-like adventure is set in a decaying underwater realm, where you step into the shell of Krill, a hermit crab navigating a world submerged in pollution. Utilize discarded trash as makeshift armor against formidable foes, embarking on a dangerous quest to reclaim your stolen shell, all the while unraveling the mysteries lurking beneath the polluted waves. In this submerged society, trash serves as both a commodity and a catalyst for a dangerous affliction known as the gunk, threatening the ocean's very existence. With accessibility features for newcomers and challenges for seasoned players, the game promises a varied experience. Traverse the ocean depths, mastering potent umami techniques inspired by aquatic creatures to overcome adversaries and unearth the secrets hidden within the depths. Eiyuden Chronicle: 100 Heroes. This eagerly awaited RPG by Rabbit and Bear Studios is set for release on April 23rd, after encountering a few delays due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The game, initially showcased at E3 2021, promises an amazing gaming experience across multiple platforms. Players test their mettle in turn-based battles with parties of up to 6 characters, using terrain intricacies for strategic advantages. Notably, Fortress Town management forms a significant aspect, allowing players to recruit characters, expand, and establish guilds vital for town governance. The game also boasts diverse minigames, such as cooking, fishing, and a collectible card game. A New Game Plus mode offers increased difficulty and fresh challenges for seasoned players, with the option to retain characters from previous playthroughs. Sandland. Published by Bandai Namco Entertainment, this title draws inspiration from Akira Toriyama's manga series of the same name. Players guide Beelzebub and companions through desert landscapes, battling monsters and a tyrant's army to find the legendary Spring. Beelzebub, the main character, battles enemies with light and heavy melee attacks, complemented by dodging maneuvers. Progression unlocks new skills for Beelzebub and allies, elevating the character's battle prowess. Vehicles aid traversal and combat, customizable with various upgrades. The city of Spino serves as the base camp, where players can customize living quarters and interact with NPCs. Side activities like racing and bounty hunting add to the scope of the game. Bandai Namco's Sandland project aims to expand the franchise into multimedia, with an animated film adaptation and the game slated for release on April 25th in Japan and globally the next day. Freedom Planet 2. Developed by Galaxy Trail for Windows and released in 2022, the console version is slated for release by Xseed Games and is launching on April 4th. Inspired by Sega Genesis classics and the sequel to Freedom Planet, it continues the story of Sash Lilac, Carol T, Mila Bassett, and introduces Nera Lee as they confront Murga's robotic army seeking revenge. Critics praise its departure from Sonic-like mechanics, embracing its own unique style. New features include guarding, revivals, and a dynamic difficulty system. Set on the planet Everlice, players explore diverse kingdoms, including Shangtu, Shangmu, Xiugang, and Perusa. The narrative unfolds 3 years after Lord Brevon's defeat, with the heroes investigating a new threat unleashed by Murga's awakening, leading to a showdown against the formidable superweapon Bakunawa. Tales of Kenzera, Zao. Scheduled for a 23rd of April release on multiple platforms, this upcoming Metroidvania title by Surgeon Studios, published under EA Originals, centers on a young shaman named Zao. Tasked with capturing the spirits of 3 monsters as offerings to the god of death, Zao aims to revive his father. With athletic abilities like double jumping and dashing, Zao wields 2 distinct weapons, the Sun Mask for close quarters and the Moon Mask for ranged attacks. As players defeat enemies, they gather Ulogi to unlock new skills. Inspired by Grief and Bantu culture, the game offers a 2.5D exploration experience, gradually unveiling new paths as players progress. Led by Abubakar Salim, who is most known for being the voice actor for Bayek in Assassin's Creed Origins, Surgeon Studios' debut project is enriched with a diverse soundtrack composed by Nayanita Desai, blending synth, electric, and African traditional music influences. Megaton Musashi, Wired. In November 2021, the predecessor of this title launched to critical acclaim, captivating players on multiple platforms with its gripping narrative and intense mech battles. Now, on April 25th, prepare for Megaton Musashi Wired, an enhanced edition packed with new exciting combat. In this robot action RPG, humanity's survival hinges on pilots like Yamato Ichidaiji, who joins other chosen teams to combat invading aliens in giant mechs. Set in a future where aliens known as Dractors have nearly eradicated humanity, survivors seek refuge in fortified shelters with erased memories of the invasion. Piloting Megaton-class rogues, including the special Musashi, Yamato and his team fight a secret war against the Dractors. Their mission becomes more complex when Yamato encounters Arshem-Laya, a runaway Dractor princess advocating for peaceful coexistence. The game, available for multiple platforms, offers crossplay and worldwide online play, allowing players to experience epic battles and pilot legendary anime mechs. Braid Anniversary Edition. Announced during Sony's State of Play event in August 2020, the Anniversary Edition of a renowned puzzle platformer promises enhanced visuals, smoother animations, and enriched sound design. Developed by Number None, the indie title, initially released in 2008, offers a captivating narrative centered around protagonist Tim's quest to rescue a princess from a monstrous entity. Incorporating time manipulation mechanics, players navigate through intricate puzzles, unraveling layers of storytelling scattered throughout the game. Designed by Jonathan Blow, also known for The Witness, Braid received critical acclaim for its unique approach to game design, earning accolades and becoming a hallmark of indie game development. The upcoming Anniversary Edition, set for release in April 2024, aims to celebrate the game's legacy with updated graphics, developer commentary, and a toggle feature allowing players to switch between the original and remastered versions seamlessly. Sea of Thieves. In 2018, Rare introduced an action-adventure game where players embody pirates, navigating the vast open seas from a first-person perspective. Inspired by player-driven narratives in games like EVE Online and DayZ, the game emphasizes player interactions in a shared world. Players can choose to sail solo or collaborate in crews aboard various ship sizes, customizing vessels and engaging in ship-to-ship combat, which is surprisingly difficult. Not to mention that enemies can sneak onto your ship without you even knowing. The game's progression system offers cool cosmetic rewards, so players of varying skill levels will know who the Source Lords are. Initially met with mixed reviews, subsequent updates enhanced gameplay and content, solidifying its success with over 30 million players. It's also better and more fun than Skull and Bones, for half the price, even with a cartoony vibe. Set for release on PS5 in April 2024, this marks Rare's expansion onto new platforms, showing the studio's commitment to ongoing development. And finally, Dave the Diver. In the upcoming adaptation for PlayStation consoles, scheduled for release in April 2024, players will be thrust into a unique blend of management, action-adventure, and role-playing elements. They assume control of a diver, who, alongside a skilled chef named Bancho, venture into the world of sushi restaurant ownership. The gameplay revolves around exploring the ocean during the day, gathering ingredients for the restaurant, and managing the establishment at night. The diver comes across challenges such as earthquakes and encounters with a mysterious race of sea people, uncovering the secrets of the blue hole along the way. Players upgrade diving gear, weapons, and the restaurant itself using income earned from the satisfied customers. The game offers various quests, resource collection, and restaurant management mechanics, all presented in charming pixel art visuals. Which games are you most excited to play, or replay in some of these cases? Let us know in the comments, and remember to cross your T's and square your I's.